Against? Auditor's report accepted. Dividend accepted. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the election of directors. First nomination.
I nominate Mr. Arthur Timberley.
Second. Mr. Arthur Timberley. All in favour? Against?
I nominate Mr. Joseph Lever. Second.
Joseph Lever. All in favour? Against? Agreed.
I nominate Sir Langdon Pawson.
Second. Sir Langdon Pawson. All in favour? Against? Agreed. I nominate Mr. Charles Blandish Burrows.
Second.
Charles Blandish Burrows. All in favour? Against? Agreed.
I nominate Mrs. Alice Thursday. Second.
Alice Thursday. All in favour?
It is at this point, Mr. Acting Chairman, that I must refer you to my motion of censure and Mrs. Thursday's absence from this meeting. The election of Mrs. Thursday to this board would prejudice the discussion, and I know that there are those anxious to attend to other business, but I would ask for a further suspension of these proceedings to give the lady a chance to arrive and take part.
Thursday's here, Sir Charles.
Oh dear, I'm ever so sorry to be late, but I've been very busy.
I've been keeping your chair warm, Mrs. Thursday.
Oh, thank you, Sir Charles. All right, Mr. Hunter.
Yes, I'll make that call, Mrs.
Yes.
Thursday.
Well, where did you get up to?
Just that, Mrs. Thursday.
Oh, yes. Just half a mo. I've got a few notes. I think you're going to be very pleased. I've been ever so busy.
Good afternoon, madam. My name is Barraclough. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance.
Commander Barraclough.
Oh. Oh, the commander. Pleased to meet you.
And are you, madam? I have been reading of your busy morning with some interest.
My busy morning.
Your activities at the barricades, madam. If I may quote from the stock press, Mrs. Alice Thursday, head of the Dunrich group of companies, involved in fracas in a London street. Alleged brought out workers of competitor chain store on strike. Well, madam, I realise how very lucky we are to have you here with us this afternoon in view of your other more exciting engagements. But now that you are here at last, perhaps you care to tell us what happened.
On the point of order, surely we must allow our chairman some opening remarks. She's apologised for being late. Now let's be civil and allow Mrs. Thursday to take over her rightful duties in the chair.
Of course. Mrs. Thursday, we had just arrived at the election of directors. We had reached your own nomination. But if you have any opening remarks, will you please say them?
Now?
Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the first annual general meeting of the Dunrich group of companies. Pages.
It's all right, Alice. You're doing very well. Go on.
Oh dear. No, I think I'll talk to you on my own. Yes, well, I don't know if I've been a good chairman, only I have tried to fight for what I thought was right and fair. And I think it's right and fair to think of the people that work for you before you think of your profits. Well, isn't it? Well, I want to know what you think. I mean, it's no good me thinking one thing and you thinking another.
Mrs. Thursday, no company can be run without some sort of guarantee of return on investment. It is one way of ensuring efficiency and a competent business.
Ah, yes, but we haven't got a competent business, have we? We've got a lot of dirty old shops and a lot of unhappy workers. Do you know there's grown men in our shops taking home less than £10 a week? Can I ask you, Commander, do you take home less than £10 a week?
No, Mrs. Thursday. You would call me a parasite, I suppose. I live on my Navy pension and my shareholdings, and I admire you for asking me. And I will confirm that I do take home considerably more than £10 a week. However, you have not yet answered my question about your activities this morning.
Well, I went to try and get my friend, May Carpenter, her job back.
Then this report is true.
What you read out, yes.
And what would you think, madam, if Mr. Robin were to walk into one of our shops and organise a strike?
Well, if we was paying our girls this sort of wages, I'd come out on strike with them.
Well, really, madam, whose side are you on, management or labour?
I don't know what you mean. May Carpenter's my friend. She's always tried to help other people, so I thought I'd try and help her. Oh, well, I like May, and I don't like Mr. Robin. Do you know he's so mean he wouldn't give you a bucket of water if your house was on fire?
I see. So, regardless of what is good for this company, if you happen to decide you dislike someone, you would ignore the interests of the shareholders.
I've done nothing against our shareholders.
On the contrary, madam, that is exactly what you have done. You have brought the good name of the Dunrich group of companies into bad repute. And if you are half as sincere as I think you are, you will tender your resignation and dispose of your majority holdings.
All right.
Will you all please stay where you are? I have some news. Excuse me. Excuse me. Please resume your seats. Like a word with the chairman. Mrs. Thursday will have an announcement to make in a moment. Now, Mrs. Thursday has an announcement to make, and I have some business to attend to.
Well, yes, well, we've just taken over Robin's stores.
May I ask if you acted with the authority of the board?
Well, no, I couldn't do, could I?
You acted on your own initiative. Well, I declare that this is absolutely scandalous. I am not going to sit here and see this great company ruined.
Who said anything about ruin?
Mrs. Thursday, you have already explained to us about your personal vendetta against Mr. Robbins. You have now pressed it so far as to take him over without consultation. May I ask how much this fit of temper has cost us?
$750,000.
How much?
725, stop, note, for 29 shops, sites and all.
That's impossible. The sites alone are worth twice that amount.
Well, he's agreed, look. And then Mr. Hunter's just gone to send a messenger to get the documents signed.
If this is true, it's fantastic. I mean, if you'd said $1.5 million, that would have been a coup, but this...
Of course it's true. I mean, I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't.
Oh, what's come over the old buffer? Has he been drinking?
He never touches a drop.
So that's what you went to his shop for?
No. I went to try and get May Carpenter her job back.
And did May Carpenter get her job back?
Well, what do you think? But I don't know, do I? Because I'm no longer your chairman. I've just resigned.
I have very great pleasure in nominating Mrs. Thursday to serve another term as chairman of this group of companies.
And I am delighted to second. 725,000 is not so much a bargain, it's a dead giveaway.
No, please. Commander, you're not going to oppose Mrs. Thursday's nomination?
I am going to oppose any nomination that is not made by me. I move this motion of censure, and I most humbly beg to withdraw it. And I demand, or I'll sell my shares, the opportunity to nominate this excellent lady to stand again as chairman of Dunrich Holdings.
I don't know what to say. I should have to withdraw my resignation first, of course. But I don't know as I want to stay on.
Mrs. Thursday, most excellent lady, whatever humble pie you may wish me to swallow, I will, and may it choke me.
No, I wouldn't want that.
I am prepared to allow this estimable lady as head of Dunrich Holdings, and to await with interest the next installment of this incredible adventure. I beg to move.
Second.
Well, thank you very much. I have much pleasure in withdrawing my resignation. All in favour? Against?
Well, I do hope that from now on we will be the best of friends.
Oh, yes, I'm sure we will, Commander.
Well, now do tell me how you swung this deal on Robin.
Well, it was Mr. Hunter's idea, really. Tell him all about it, Mr. Hunter.
Well, the late Mr. Dunrich was in the habit of playing shove halfpenny for very high stakes.
Shove halfpenny?
Among other things, he won a complete railway from the Sheikh of Muscador. Standard gauge and 12 miles of track.
Yes, he loved playing with trains, see? He was potty about them.
Oh, I see. Yes, I see. You mean he was prepared to sell a chain of stores in return for a 12-mile railway that doesn't go anywhere?
Yes, but I threw a forest in as well.
A forest?
You think this is all a fairy story, don't you, Commander?
Yes, that's right, dear. It is a fairy story. Take the drinks round, Sally. Now, wait before you want another one.